Welcome to Own Your Words. Dramatically. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Dramatically. Dramatically. It is an adverb. Meaning. 1. In a great and sudden way. 2. In a way that is intended to be impressive, so that people notice. 3. Develop something in a very impressive manner. 4. In a very sudden or noticeable way. Examples. 1. The economic power of many Asian countries has grown dramatically in recent years. 2. It's funny to think about how dramatically your life can change, in a matter of minutes. 3. Holding them at arm's length, she announced dramatically, the sacred flower of Egypt. 4. This little cylinder holds death for 5 people in it, he explained dramatically. 5. Housing prices also rose dramatically, keeping pace with the growing demand for homes. 6. I notice how long his fingers are, when he runs his hands through his hair dramatically. 7. She pauses dramatically before declaring, Bailey's dare is to break into the night circus. 8. Ernie yelled, his face stark white, pointing his finger dramatically at Harry. 9. Because rates can vary so dramatically, it is a good idea to get more than one quote. 10. As we shall see, the advantages finally reverse suddenly and dramatically. 11. I think you need to come and see me. I have something I need to tell you, he said dramatically. 12. Finishing high school will dramatically increase your odds of finding stable employment. Energetically. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Energetically. Energetically. It is an adverb. Meaning. 1. With a lot of energy. 2. In an energetic manner. 3. With a lot of energy, or enthusiasm. Examples. 1. Halfway there Hush Puppy met them, limping a little, but wagging his tail energetically. 2. Mama had suddenly started energetically picking up tiny bits of dust or dirt from the tatami. 3. Miriam said about cleaning up the mess, marveling at how energetically lazy men could be. 4. He spoke energetically, and his words tripped over one another as they tumbled out. 5. The team will energetically pursue solutions to the very hard problems that will arise. 6. The new government energetically proceeded to remedy this state of affairs. 7. Harry raised his right hand, hesitated, and then waved it energetically in front of Dumbledore's face. 8. He packed his bag and was obliged to work energetically to make it close again. 9. Sammy trailed them in a jig of his own, while James clapped time energetically. 10. He was sitting up in bed, as though ready to spring out of it, totally and energetically awake. 11. Looking down, Harry saw Hagrid digging energetically, in front of his cabin. Enthusiastically. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Enthusiastically. Enthusiastically. It is an adverb. Meaning. 1. When you do something enthusiastically, you do it with excitement and eagerness. 2. In a way that shows a lot of excitement and interest about somebody or something. 3. In an enthusiastic manner. 4. In a way that shows enthusiasm. Examples. 1. The audience applauded enthusiastically, and she came back on stage to take another bow. 2. She seemed to drift away again, but then she said enthusiastically, Hey, I heard what you did last night. 3. Thorn had her hands clasped, and was biting her bottom lip but nodding enthusiastically. 4. Stanchion pounded him enthusiastically, on the back as he led him down to the bar. 5. "Come in, Charlotte," he said enthusiastically, signaling for me to sit at the chair in front of his desk. 6. "I know you always wanted to use makeup," she says enthusiastically. 7. "I enthusiastically recommend, with no qualifications whatsoever, this candidate." 8. He even talked enthusiastically about going on to get a law degree when he graduated. 9. I nod enthusiastically, eager to hear Grandpa share his wartime experiences. 10. Nelson arrived in Naples in September, where he was enthusiastically received. Equally. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Equally. Equally. It is an adverb. Meaning. 1. Use the adverb equally to mean the same way, or in similar shares. Something that's divided equally is split evenly, or fairly between people. 2. Equally means in sections, amounts, or spaces that are the same size as each other. 3. Equally is used to introduce another comment on the same topic, which balances or contrasts with the previous comment. Examples. 1. Because if I'm trying this hard to find my parents, it's likely they're trying equally hard to get through to us. 2. But then again, there's a kind of justification, that Harry hates everyone equally. 3. Success doesn't only depend on what you do. What you don't do is equally important. 4. So it's equally important to know, to manage the plants once they bear fruit. 5. Crisp stripes or checks would again, look equally effective in the bedroom. 6. And I'll see to it that they're not just hired, but that they are treated equally, she says. 7. The collateral consequences of mass incarceration have been equally profound. 8. As the ancient mythmakers knew, we are the children equally of the sky and the earth. 9. I found the bedroom equally full with members of the family and close friends. 10. However, the irony is that humans, like the animals in Animal Farm, do not work equally. 11. He looked at their faces and figures, but they all seemed to him equally meaningless. Especially. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Especially. Especially. It is an adverb. Meaning. 1. Used to emphasize that something is more important, or happens more with one particular thing than with others. 2. You use especially to emphasize that, what you are saying applies more to one person, thing, or area than to any others. 3. Use especially to emphasize a characteristic, or quality. Examples. 1. Art books are expensive to produce, especially if they contain color illustrations. 2. The office is barely large enough for 4 people, especially when 3 of them are adults. 3. We were especially interested in what had happened to our apartment and to Mr. Goldschmidt. 4. It's a pity you couldn't come, I especially wanted you to meet my friend Joe. 5. He lives alone and values his space, especially after growing up with so many siblings. 6. I didn't think there was any need for her to take tone, especially in front of a visitor. 7. But we must require cleanliness, she emphasized, especially from the girls. 8. The chances of bumping into Connor are slim, especially if we figure out where he hangs and then avoid him. She argued. 9. Your elbows, especially your elbows, aging begins at the elbows and metastasizes. 10. This could not go on, especially after that champion's attempted escape the other day. 11. Decline can be a hard thing to measure, especially when you're in the midst of it. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos. Meanings and examples are available in video description.